Hello and welcome. This is Chrisanne. I'm coming at you from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. I am making this video again because I made an hour-long video and then the sound didn't come out. So we are going to be making ATCs, artistic trading cards, which I absolutely love to make again. For me, it's again. For you, it's the first time. So I want to show you what I made in the first video, and we're going to replicate a version of these. Of course, you never get two things the same, and that's kind of the beauty of it. So artistic trading cards are 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. It's the same size as like a baseball card or like a Pokemon card. I like to use artistic trading cards for journaling on the back. You know, we make all these pockets and tuck spots and folios with all these tons of pockets. We need things to put in those pockets. So that, for me, is what these are. Now I am getting back to working on my mushroom fairy journal, so you can see there's a collection of mushroom stickers here that I made. So we are going to replicate a version of these. And what I did is, if you followed my video with my haul, let's see if I can grab it. I don't know where I put it. I have this paper that I got from my local dump/recycling center for free. Heavyweight vellum drawing paper. And this is 9 by 12. And I think I got 9 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of one sheet of paper. So we are going to mass make these for Mass Make March. I have no idea if Mass Make March has like specific things you have to mass make on certain days. I don't know. I'm mass making these ATCs, which are artistic trading cards. So if you've never made them before, let's make them together. If you have made them before, join me in having a little bit of fun playing with these. What I do is I have this set of watercolors. This set I got on Temu a very, very long time ago. And you need to make these wet in order to use them. I am working wet on dry. I am keeping the paper dry. It's not technically watercolor paper. It's a vellum drawing paper. When I saw that pad of paper, I thought, all I saw was the word vellum. I'm like, ooh, vellum. Didn't even see that it said vellum drawing paper. So I'm assuming it's just like the smooth coat of the drawing paper. I have no idea. But this is what I'm using them for. So what I'm doing is I have a very large watercolor brush, and I am just grabbing some colors and I'm just doing a wash. Very inky, wet wash on these. And then I'm going to put them aside to dry. I fully know the backs are going to get decorated because of this, and I am okay with that. So I'm just putting color down to keep a colorful background going. No particular order, no particular colors. I'm working in metallics, so all of these are metallics. It's mostly like golds and coppers. You can see that. And this is going to be sort of basis for all the decoration on top. And we're going to let those dry. Now, if they don't dry on their own, I do have my heat gun here at the ready. This is not like a really fancy set of watercolors. It's one that I got on Temu a while ago. But as you can see, it's serving its purpose. It's pretty. It works. I don't normally prefer to work in metallics. I do have metallic watercolors. It is not my preference. But for something like this, I think it's fantastic. Like when I'm painting, I do not prefer metallics. I know metallics have become the rage in watercolors lately. It is kind of cool and it is kind of fun. Just not my preference, that's all. But for a background like this, it's wonderful. And I do like to keep my paint fairly wet, as you can see. And if I need to come back and put a little bit more water in it, I certainly can do that. It helps the paint to flow a lot nicer on the paper surface. Let's just kind of do a bunch here. Let me put a little bit more water on my brush. And then this is the last one, so we'll just get a whole bunch of color. There. Let's set these over here to dry for a moment. I finally got my water cup on my desk. You know, I never remember to keep my water cup on my desk. I had gotten this one at the Dollar Tree a while ago. It's I think it's mostly for like kid painting and stuff. It still leaks if it falls over. That is why I don't leave it at my desk, because I have, you know, I do my readings here too. So I have all my tarot and my oracle cards and stuff like that here. And I have gotten some of my cards wet. And that's not a fun thing. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to do. Let me get my brushes back out. Let me put this back in the water. And what I want to do is I want to add, actually, let me get a whole bunch here. I want to add the black paint as splatters. So let me line a whole bunch of them up here. Just take that off. I'm not going to get all of them done at once. Okay. Get this nice and watery. I don't care if some of the splatters are huge and some are small. A lot of this is going to get covered up by, you know, stickers and collage and ephemera. All that fun stuff. Okay, let's put these aside to dry. And when they spread out, it's because the paint under it is still wet. which I do not mind. It's kind of a little bit more artsy. Okay, only a couple more left. Okay. There, I am very good with that. Wash my brush off. Let me put my other brush away. Let me move this out of the way. Ha ha ha. And let me get rid of this brush. Give it a nice little clean. I have my paper towel right here at the side. Put that away. And I am going to put this on the floor, because if it spills, it will spill on my floor and not all over my desk, which has happened so many times. And I'm going to hit these with my heat gun. I'm not going to be able to get all of them here. Let me see if I can squish all of them in. There. Okay, let me grab my heat gun. So, FYI, it's going to be noisy. This isn't fully drying them, but it's helping. Okay, still a lot of them are wet. That's okay. They will dry in a moment. Now I hang my heat gun up because the tip is not covered with that protective plastic covering. Now, if they're not drying quick enough, just turn it upside down and give it a little bit of rub on some paper. See, it wasn't fully dry. That's okay. This one's not fully dry either. All I need is a couple to start with. Just kind of blot them off. This is just white cardstock that I have here, which eventually this will get cut up and used into things. These are all still wet, but that's okay. I need it a little bit drier for the next step. I would like to stamp on these. Let me give that another blot. That one got a little smudged, but that's okay. Cool. Yep, that's fine. Let's give that one a blot. If I had time, I would actually just leave these to the side to dry, in all honesty. But because I'm on camera, I'm going to leave these two to the side to dry because I kind of like those the way they are. Oops. Because I'm on camera, I'm trying to rush things along. Here, let's flip this over because this side is dry. Okay, so the stamp that I'm using is this, and it is a very big collage stamp that I had gotten off of Temu quite a while ago. It's obviously bigger than my block. I didn't have a block big enough. I do have my stamp press thing, but oh, here's the cover, so you can see that's what the stamp is. And the ink, did I put my ink away? I may have actually put my ink away. I did. So we are going to be using Elements by Lavinia Stamps, the color Sahara. And I'm just using pieces of this stamp, as you can see from the ink still on it. And I like to do a lot of sort of collage on things that I make. So we're just going to collage with different layers. So the first layer was the watercolor, and now we have rubber stamping. And we're just going to keep adding to these layers. We're going to be doing some collaging with some book page. We're going to be using some stickers. We're going to be using some die cuts. All of that fun stuff adds to the different layers. You can see the metallic looks really cool behind it. Let's do over here. There. Let's come back to this section over here, I think. We'll do a little bit more stamping on this one than the other ones. Kind of cover that a little bit more. I like these typewriter looking keys. It's kind of my favorite part. There. And these are coming along quickly, which I'm glad because this is my second time making the video. So the volume didn't come out. I've never had that happen before. Thought that was very unusual. If the volume doesn't come out on this one, I will be very upset. I even turned my phone off, turned it back on again, thinking, all right, maybe I need to reset my phone. Nope, because I record on my phone. And for these, let me grab my other two. I'm going to hold them the other way. Oh, these are still wet. Let's blot these. Going to hold them this way, and stamp up down here. Let's see. Oh, we'll use this part right here. There. There. So I have them going all different directions. I think I want to stamp right there. And we'll do this right here. Okay, let's move the stamp out of the way. Let's move the ink out of the way. Next thing that I want to do is round my corners. And I'm going to use the largest in my corner rounder. And then the next thing we're going to do is some book page. I think it just gives it sort of a different finished look to have the corners rounded. And the watercolor dried fairly quickly. The ink, the stamping ink, dried fairly quickly, even though it was on watercolor. In person, oh yeah, you can see it on the camera. It gives it like a really pretty metallic sheen. It looks very pretty with that metallic background. It's just a little something different, just a little added texture. And this is making a mess with these corners. There. And I have my garbage bag right here. I think what I'm going to do is just take this and dump it into my garbage bag, if I can, without making a bigger mess. There. Okay. That part's done. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to do some book page. And let's pull out a couple while we're here. I love this little word book dictionary because I like the rows that everything is in. And the other thing that I want to do, and I thought I had it ready. Where is it? Oh, here it is. My inking. Whoops. So bang my camera. Let's see. We're going to use ground espresso, stress oxide, and we're going to edge this, and then later we're going to come in and edge the actual artistic trading cards themselves. Let's get a bunch of these ready. And I have one over here from my last video. So I'm going to add that to the pile. It's a good thing I video ahead of time because, you know, here I thought I was all set with this video made. You know, I had a good time making it. I'm still having a good time making these. I enjoy making these. I was getting it ready to load for tomorrow. and I saw there was no sound. Not a great thing. I was feeling under the weather again today. I don't know if that plague is coming back or what, but let me tell you. I took 2 probiotics this morning, some honey, some tea. I had some soup. I rested. I laid down, which I don't normally lay down during the day unless I'm not feeling well. So I laid down because I was really trying to take it easy. I don't want that plague back again. Let me tell you, that was miserable. I was sick for over 3 weeks. Not good. I believe it was pneumonia. Because it was like in my lungs and I was all congested. Oh, it wasn't fun. So, yeah. And I wear a mask everywhere I go, but my son goes to school and he brings home the plague from school. So I suspect that's what it is. Not that I'm pointing fingers, but I'm pointing fingers. And he's out and about a lot more than I am. You know, because he's working and like, I think was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. His girlfriend and him, they went to the mall to go to the arcade, and I guess the mall was bopping. He said it was very, very busy, which is unusual for a mall to actually be busy. So, you know, exposed to even more people. And I keep my eye on him because, you know, he's on 3 types of chemo, which isn't fun. And his girlfriend has a compromised immune as well. So everybody's keeping an eye on everybody. Okay. Let's get some of this book page glued down here. And I want to know where my, oh, I suppose I could use that one too. My sidewards ones. Oh, here they are. Okay, that's what I was looking for. All right, scissors. I have stickers still on my scissors from when I was trimming my my stickers. All right, let's get that taken care of. So here's this one thus far. And at the end, I'll come in and do some of the edging all the way around. I like to have a lot of things to tuck into pockets and tuck spots, and so these qualify for me. There. And the little cutoff bits I put on the sidewards ones. And I'm going to have more cutoff bits than I am sidewards ones, but that's okay. I can certainly use that in another project. Whoops. So some of those spots that I didn't like, I'm covering them over with this. There. My lighting seems off tonight. Okay. Well, it's the best I can do right now. And I'm going to try and get a whole bunch of videos done ahead of time over the next day or two, because my son's going in for some testing. He's getting his colonoscopy and endoscopy, and then he's got some more testing coming up. So I'm going to get my videos done and made ahead of time, which is what I like to do, so I can just kind of focus on him, because whether he likes it or not, I am his designated driver. He likes to drive, and he typically drives everywhere we go. Not always, but I want to say probably 98% of the time he's the driver. But for this stuff, he can't drive. He has to have a designated driver. So that's for part of the joy for him. Oh, and he was trying to apply for that job working at the town dump/recycling center. And the computer was not working with him. The online application wasn't working. So he has that application. He took a copy of it. He's going to print it off at school tomorrow, along with his resume. And he has a couple letters. And next week we will go and submit that, and probably say, like, why wasn't this able to be done online? And I know they like everything online nowadays, but you can only do what you can do when it works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There was no, like, send button, and he had filled everything out. So it was quite bizarre, frankly. So he's got it on his computer. He can bring, like, a paper copy, and he can bring his computer down to the town too next week. So that's the plan. So he's all excited, help manifest that he gets this job. He really wants this job. And this is where he was working before. They know him, they like him, they know his work ethic, they know he shows up on time, they know he does the work, they don't have to explain it to him. Whoops. He just does it. So I'm very hopeful, but unfortunately, there's a government shipyard here, and there's a Pratt & Whitney in the area, which is government contracts, and they've had major layoffs. There's a lot of people here looking for jobs. So he's going to be up against people that potentially have a lot more experience than he does. But luckily, he's had experience actually physically at this place. And the boss likes him. So that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. So we're kind of excited. He was a little grouchy, to say the least, when he couldn't get it to work right. I mean, on one hand, I don't blame him, but on the other hand, I don't want to hear it. Part of being an adult now. So these are stickers that I got on Temu. There's a whole bunch of different sort of number ones. So I'm gonna collage these throughout my artistic trading cards. And I just have to make sure I have them going in the right direction. So by next week, he will have his application in and done. Yay. Finally. Very excited. And I know he'll do a really good job at that job. He really wants it. He's really has his heart set on that job. And it's 6 minutes from our house. So in the winter, when the roads are bad, or in the summer when there's a ton of tourists and traffic, he goes the back way. And it only takes him 6 minutes to get there, which to me is a selling point, because they know they'll always have somebody available. And his car is really good in the snow too. I think I'll put this one over here. So we're hopeful. We are hopeful. Because he's graduating this year and he's looking for a job. I mean, even though he has like straight 100s and he has a 4.0 GPA, he has no interest in going to college and all of that. And hey, that's his deal. You don't need to go to college anymore. I mean, that baloney that was shoved down our throats when we were kids wasn't necessarily the truth. You know, his dad never went to college. And he's still doing the exact same job he did right out of high school. You know, he's worked his way up in the company. He does very well for himself. I went to college, had a work injury, can't do the job anymore. So, if he doesn't want to go to college, I am not forcing him, because I think, like I said, some of that's shoved down the kids' throats isn't necessarily the truth. That's different. All right, we'll use that one. Even though he has straight 100s in all of his classes, which just blows my mind, he's not a fan of school. He enjoys learning, like he enjoys things he's learning in his history class, and you know, his English class, he enjoys some of the things he learns there too. I think he's really taken to his history class because he can relate the cars and the era of the cars to some of the stuff that they're learning. I don't know, it's kind of cool for him. He comes home and shares some of the stuff he's learning, and he's enjoying it, so I'm happy about that. All right, where are my other ones? Don't want that one. I want this one. So I think what I want to do is do my mushroom stickers first and then put some of those over it. And I got this package of mushroom stickers on Temu. These are Tim Holtz. Okay. So that's a nice one there. I think what I'm going to do is just go through and do all the stickers, and then I'm going to come back and do the other ephemera. Throw these away. So that's a short one. Ooh, perfect. I like that one. And you can still see the textures that we've created through these stickers. Oh, I like that one. I think on this one, I'm going to have to trim just a hair. Oh, nope. Nope. Perfect. Okay. Oh, I like that one. I love these stickers. I've had a couple packages of these. They're beautiful. I'm into mushrooms. I'm not into foraging, but I am definitely into mushrooms. That one looks great. I wish I was into foraging. I have friends that are into it. I'm not confident enough. And this one does need to be trimmed. Oh, I like that one. Okay, I just have two more tall ones. Oh, we'll put it on that one. Oh, it's sticking to me. Static is sticking to me. There. Okay. Now, what I want to do is look and see if I have two the same, because that means I haven't used them on anything. Oh, I don't think I've used that one yet. Nope, I haven't. There's two of that one. It's going to be covering that a little bit, but I'm okay with that. You know, because I made that other bundle, it's nice to have some that kind of stand out and look just a little bit different. This one I do need to trim. Okay, let's get that little sticker thrown away. Let's get these put away. You know, I think I'm going to pull out the little field note ones too. That's the snippets. That's the field note ones. There are some mushrooms in that one too. It's the teeny tiny one. So let's get a bunch of these done. Okay, let's put some of these out. And let's start decorating and gluing all of these on. Putting these all over. I'm shooting for 3 different ephemera things. Okay, I like that. There, I'm going to call that one done. Some of these little tiny ones are really tricky to do the edging on. No, I don't care for that one. We'll do that one, which looks like the stuff in that one. Oh, I kind of like that. Some of them I probably don't even need to do the edging on. I want one more on this. We'll do this one. There. What's this one? Oh, that's kind of cute. There. And then this little tiny one, I'm just going to put right at the top. I'm not even going to edge it. that one done. I want one more on this. There, like that. Okay, let's get some of these here. There's a red one in here. Let me see what this is. No, I don't like that. I think I'll do that one. There. This one, does that match? Oh, kinda. Kinda matches. Now let me see. There, no, I think I want to put it here. Oh yeah, I like that. There, and let's see if I can find. I think we're going to do this one. There. Nice. I like that mushroom. Okay, I think these are the last three. Okay, we're going to do this on this one. Oops. We're going to do this on this one. Some of these I'm not edging, obviously. There. Right. Nearing the end of these. And this will be part of my mass make March. March madness. I don't know. I was a little mad when it wasn't volume on my video. Yeah, I've never had that happen before. Hope it never happens again. Knock on everything. Extremely frustrating, to say the least. There's that one. And one more on this one. We'll do this. I don't even know why I'm edging this little teeny thing. There. Okay. Let's close up this. Let's close this one up because I can see bonging it. Okay, I'll show you these. Should I show you my other ones again too? Ones that I made yesterday. So let's see. I have a nice collection though. I mean, that's the good thing. So if you want to make ATCs, just remember it's 2.5 by 3.5. And that's it. You can decorate them any way you want. I have, like I said, a mushroom fairy journal that I'm getting back to work. I like that one. This is from yesterday. Getting back to working on. So it's kind of nice to have a lot of tchotchkes to use in that journal and have them ready to roll. I like ATCs anyways. I find them quick, easy, and fun to work with. So let's hope this video comes out. There's my collection of ATCs. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. I do post every day, and hopefully with volume. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and be free.